Hello everyone, welcome back. Today I'm doing a Notion tour, which was very long awaited because I did one a while ago, and since then my Notion has changed so much, and you guys have seen a little bit of it on my Instagram, like the little changes it's been making, but like it's made a lot. So today I'm just gonna show you what it looks like. I'm gonna go through it really quickly. So if you want any of the templates for these pages, I made a Skillshare class. Basically, I'm gonna leave a link in the description and in the pinned comment, and if you click that link, I think you get like a month for free off Skillshare. So you can watch my first Notion class for free, which we have over 10,000 students on that class, like taking that class, which is insane. But if you want to understand how to use Notion a little bit better, you can watch that class first, and then the second class will just be this tour and also like how to use the templates that I'm gonna have in this tour. So yeah, you can have 30 days for free, watch all the videos, and then you can literally cancel your subscription. You don't have to pay anything, you get everything for free, and yeah. Okay, so we're gonna get into it. Welcome to my little homepage. I called it Life, first of all, because I used to have a workspace and a personal dashboard, and I just find that didn't really work for me because it just like every time I was in the personal dashboard, I would forget everything I have in the workspace, and I would just like not focus on work stuff. And then every time I was in the workspace, I wouldn't really think about like personal trackers and stuff I had. So I just thought, let me make one dashboard for all of them and then just split kind of the page in half. So if I scroll down, you'll see that I kind of have this side, which is the personal side, like to-do list, trackers, journal, stuff like that, and then this side is more like work related. So yeah, that's the first major difference I had in the first tour, is that in the first one I had two separate pages for it, whereas now I have it on the same page. I just have it in different sections. So I'm gonna first just scroll and show you what it kind of looks like. Another thing I did not know before is that you can have GIFs as your icons, which is beautiful. Basically, you can go on this website called like Giphy or even Pinterest or Google and just search up like GIF transparent PNG and then just save it, and boom, I just have a cat as this thing. It moves all the time. And then I have a little quote. So I'm gonna quickly go through all these little widgets and stuff that I have, and then we're gonna go page by page. So first thing we can see is pictures. I have a Studio Ghibli GIF and also another Studio Ghibli GIF, and then this is a transparent picture, and I just thought it fit in really well. It's really cute, like it's so cute. And in general, I just really like kind of like blue and green theme right now. Yeah, I've been feeling like green and like dark green and olive and sage, literally all very similar colors, but they're just very beautiful. And then I have this little countdown. Now I'm already in Latvia, so it says I came to Latvia 2 days ago. But basically, this is used with a website called Indify. So you just make a widget on indify.com, and then you copy the link and then you embed it in the page. And they have a lot. I pay for it. I don't know why I pay for it, because you honestly don't get that much more when you pay for it. So far, I feel like they're definitely gonna add more. They're working on more, but so far it's not like life-changing. And then another thing I have here is just like a life progress bar. It just counts like I'm 52% through the year, I'm 66% through the week. It's not really needed. It's just kind of fun to look at. So most of the pages right here I've made into a template. A lot of these ones are not really things you can really make into templates. It's mostly just these pages that were made into templates. So the first thing we have is a to-do list. I love this page so much. It was not made fully by me. It was made by Aiko Koro on Twitter. So I made sure to keep her handle here because I don't want to take credit for something I didn't make, but it's absolutely beautiful and I wanted to share it with you guys. So basically in this to-do list, we have a very green sage theme once again. We have all these pictures lined up on the sides, and we have this little table here that counts the percentage of all your tasks. So you write all your tasks here and your agenda and like just stuff you need to get done, and then you write how many tasks you have and how many you've completed. And as you change how many you've completed, like if I change this to 5, it's gonna say I've completed 50%, which is really cool. It just updates on the spot. So I have weekly goals: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, just like a to-do list for every day. And yeah, this is very helpful. Whenever I need to add a new week, I just press this button and I drag this week into archive, and that is it. The next thing I have is a habit tracker. Guys, don't judge me. I haven't done my habits in a little while. I've been traveling and moving and packing. It's just been very hectic. But once again, we have this like blue, green, nature vibe. Basically, I have 2 habit trackers. So the first habit tracker is for things that I don't need to get done every day. These things I only need to do like every 2-3 days. So I have HBR, which is Harvard Business Review. I have a subscription to them, which is very expensive. It's like 120 pounds a year or something. And I keep forgetting to read it. Like, it just seems really stupid. Like, you're paying so much money for it and I keep forgetting I have it. So I put it into a habit tracker that I want to read something every few days. And then also Brilliant is an app. They have a lot of computer sciencey stuff and math stuff. And in general, it's just supposed to make your brain like work better. And I have a subscription for Brilliant as well. And I always keep forgetting as well. I track my latest activity and it basically tells me my progress. So if I haven't like went on that app in 4 days, it's gonna give me like this red sign. But if I have gone on that app in the last 4 days, it's gonna give me a star. And then we have a very traditional habit tracker. So we have the date, the habits, and whenever I check a habit, it says the percentage right here, and then it counts the average of all these percentages. Then we have the finance page. This finance page used to be really full. I used to have a lot of things here, but then recently I started using Excel for finance stuff. So I track my spending, I budget, I like write out my business expenses and stuff like that. But I do all of that on Excel now. So I only have 2 pages here. The budget page I'm not going to show because it's a bit personal, but I don't use it, if that makes you feel better. I have it there just in case because I think I just want to compare like in the future what my budget was like before. And then I just track my subscriptions here. It reminds me when is the next time that I have to pay, if it's monthly or yearly, how much I'm paying. And then here's the type of subscriptions. Journal, I think I literally found it on Reddit. I cannot find who made it, but if you made it, let me know. I will give you credit. But it is this beautiful page. Like, look at this. Like, do you not just look at it and go, wow? I love this page. So we have this like pinky sky purpley beautiful page, and I really like it. Like, if you move it down, it looks kind of weird, but if you just keep it in this position, it looks like the page is just like a little white stripe across the screen. So I really like it. So we have daily journals, weekly journals, monthly journals, and yearly journals. So daily and weekly journals, I do not do this every day or every week. They're just there to kind of reflect if I'm ever feeling it. Monthly and yearly journals, I'm trying to do every month and every year because they're like big reflections. So I'm just gonna run through them really quickly and show you what is in each one. So for the daily journal, whenever I want to add a new day, I just press this button and it gives me this new page. I write what the date is that day, and then that day I just write a list of what I'm grateful for, what did I do well that day, how could I improve, what did I actually do that day. So like literally run down, like I woke up really early today and then I went here with my friend and that type of thing. This is literally the same as how could you improve, so we ignore. And what do you need to do if you want to be the best version of yourself? And then we can add images right here. So like if I took pictures that day and I want to keep them, I can like look back at that day and I have like a full reflection. I have pictures, I have agenda of what I did that day, how I felt, what I was grateful for. It's really nice. I do not do it every day, but I probably should. A weekly journal is the same premise, but it's a little bit more detailed. So we have what happened this week. So obviously I'm not going to write out every day of the week. Like on Monday I woke up at 5, on Tuesday I woke up at 5:30. Like I'm not going to do that. So I just write out the biggest events of the week, because when it comes to the monthly reflection, it's a little bit easier, because when you want to do a monthly reflection, you might be like, what even happened this month? So when you're doing your monthly reflection, you can just look back at your weekly reflections and actually see what happened each week. So not every single week needs to have answer to these. Like if I didn't discover anything cool that week, like if I literally just sat on my phone and just did like admin tasks all the time and I didn't discover any new people, or I didn't discover any new YouTubers or podcasts or anything, it's completely fine. This is just like a helper for when I'm doing my monthly reflection. It's a lot easier to do this when I have this. Next we have the monthly reflection. So it's the same type of thing. So for the monthly and yearly reflections, they're almost identical, I think. So basically, if you guys know the YouTuber Ali Abdaal, he has this video on like, I think it's called like the most productive thing I do each year, and it's this reflection. So these questions that you see right here, they're all from Ali Abdaal. You'll get all these questions in the templates, but yeah, these are from Ali Abdaal. So I didn't write these questions, but and then we have the yearly journal, which as I said is exactly the same as the monthly journal. It's just things I'm grateful for, what happened this year, what are some cool things that I discovered, some reflective questions, a little plan of like things I want to do. This is literally Ali Abdaal's examples. In the templates you'll get like a clean version, like you don't have to go through these and delete what he said. Then the next thing we have is my reading list. I really like my reading list. So we just have like a very typical table. We have the status of the book, so if I'm currently reading it, if it's already been read or if it's unread, the name of the book, the author, whether I own that book, so this can be like on Kindle or in real life, it doesn't matter, the genre of the book, the rating, and the day I finished it as well. And yeah, it's just a little list. And I have a lot of different like views, like books that I've already read if I just want to like look back at the books I've already read, or I have a view that says books that you should read next. So these are books that I own that I haven't read yet, because it wouldn't make sense for me to buy a new book to read when I already have like, I don't know, 7 books that I haven't read but I have them in person. So yeah, these views are really helpful. Then we have a meal tracker. This is also really simple. I just have the date, what the meals were. I just write as many things as I can, if I had any snacks. This is very specific to me because I love intermittent fasting, and I intermittent fast almost every single day the past few years. Sometimes it's shorter, like it depends on the period of time. Like this was the beginning of June, and in the beginning of June I was easily doing like 20 hours a day, so I would only eat like 2 meals and I felt really good. I have like a check thing to see if I intermittent fasted that day and then how many hours I fasted for. The next thing I have is a sleep tracker. This is a really simple one. Literally I just put in the time I woke up, the time I went to sleep, and notes. I won't lie, I think I will delete this tracker because I started tracking my sleep with my Apple Watch, and now I have an app which was like, it was like £10. It's called Auto Sleep. It tracks my sleep for me. So I love this page. I would still use it, but the thing is I already have like a specific app that does it for me. I don't have to write anything down. I just, every night before I go to bed, I press on a button on my Apple Watch that says lights off, and then it just tracks my sleep. Then I have a fitness log. So this is very specific to me as well. I have my yoga pose goals, my workout, my progress, and my workout planner. For yoga pose goals, I mean, this can be anything, like if you're practicing like skateboard tricks, or if you do gymnastics and you're trying to practice tricks in gymnastics, or like there's a football trick that you're trying to get down, or like a specific like basketball drill. You can just write down the name of the drill, and then there's a formula here that says like I need to practice this pose at least once a week or something, and then it's a star if I've practiced it in the last week, and a cross if I have not practiced it in the last week. This can technically go in the yoga pose thing, but it's not really, no, it can't because this is just tracking my progress. So if I have like a picture or a video like just tracking my progress, or like if I'm, say for example here I'm doing a cheerleading pose, so I wanted to like have pictures and a video right here and the date that it was taken, so I can just look back and see how much I've improved. And then here I just have a little workout planner for like what my goal would be to do each day. The next thing we have is meal ideas, which I think this page is exactly the same in my first Notion tour. Like even the pictures are the same. I haven't used this and I'm so annoyed at myself because all these things look amazing. I just haven't been cooking, but I'm moving into my new house in like a month and 2 weeks. So once we move in, I am gonna start cooking because all of my friends that I'm gonna be living with, they all cook so much. So they're gonna motivate me to cook. I will not get takeaway. And basically what I wanted to say is when you add a new recipe, you add like a picture, you add a category, and then if you click into it, you will also, you're supposed to see your recipe. I didn't write it down, but you can. And you can also put the URL, so like if I want to cook this vegan omelet, I just go on this website. I don't have to look for it all over again. The next thing we have is travel. This is not interesting right now because we cannot travel. So right now it's literally just like a list of places I want to visit and places I've been to. Most of them are bullet point lists because as soon as I'm actually planning to go to them, I will turn them into their own page and I will write down like a list of places to visit, information on like where the airport is, where my hotel is, like things like that. But right now, since I can't plan any of these trips, they're just bullet point lists. France is the only one that's actually a page because I started just writing down places I want to visit, but it hasn't gone very far. And the next page I have is miscellaneous. So this has a lot of pages. I will go through them very quickly, not all of them, but it just has like random things that I didn't feel like they needed a whole big place just be on the main page. Like names I love. I am not having a baby for years, for literally years. I do not need this on my main page. So the first thing you might notice, maybe not, is I have 2 pages here that have kind of like a different format to my other pages. So as you can see, all my other pages are lowercase letters and they have this little line before the name, but these two, they don't have a line and they are not lowercase because these two pages I'm sharing with my friends, the ones I'm going to be living with. So I'm gonna show you the housemate space, but I'm gonna blur like almost everything out, but I'm just gonna tell you what's where. So right here we have our address of the house because we don't live there yet, so we don't remember the address. Like I always forget where it is, but sometimes I need to know, like maybe I need to see like, is there a gym nearby? How long does it take to get to campus from there? So the address is written down just in case anyone ever forgets it, because obviously once we start living there, it's just gonna be second nature. Like the address is gonna be so easy to remember, but right now we don't live there, so like if you ask me the address right now, I'm just not gonna remember, so it's written down there just in case. Then we have some info about rent. So here is a little note that says rent is due on the 25th of every month, but send it to one of my friends by the 20th. And then it just says the total of how much it costs per month, how much each person owns, and this is basically like a little checklist of like when this person has paid. Yeah, each person pays different things because our room sizes are very different. And then here we're gonna have like the Wi-Fi name and the password, so whenever people come over to our house, we can just show them the page, give them the Wi-Fi. Like we don't have to go to the Wi-Fi box and like take a picture, send it to them. Like we can just show them the page. And then here we have our landlady's phone number, the lease agreement, and then we just have some like rules, chores schedule, things to buy, and shared expenses. I cannot really show you it now, not even because it's private, but just because it really doesn't have anything in it because we haven't started living there. Once I start living there, I can show you guys this page in more detail, obviously with all the names and addresses and everything blurred out, but I can just show you kind of like what's on the page. And then the next page I have shared with them is called places to go, because we always want to go somewhere new and we can never think of where to go, and like we always find these places and then we just forget about them. So we have this page to just like of random things to do together. So yeah, also we had a very long list of restaurants, but then it just deleted, and we just have little activities, just like a lot of random things. Like if someone thinks of something we can do, we just write it down here, and then if we're ever like, ooh, we want to go somewhere but we don't know where, we just look at this list. So the next page I have is just called restaurants. The only reason these are not on the page that I share with my friends is because these places, most of them are fully vegan, and I'm just like, of course if I asked my friends to come with me, of course they would, but like it's not like a place that I'm like, ooh, we should go here, because like it's just fully vegan. It's just something I want to try, so that's why there's two separate pages for it. Then we have research, screenshots, shopping websites. These are all literally just like lists. Screenshots is basically like, sometimes I screenshot like a book on my phone and I don't want to keep the screenshot on my phone, so I just put it into Notion. Or like, I don't know, maybe there's like someone was giving advice on something and I don't want to forget it, so I just screenshot it and put it in there. Shopping websites is literally only a page because sometimes I get very tempted to just buy something from Zara because they're fast fashion, but I really like their style, which is really annoying. But sometimes if I get really tempted, this is just like a list of a bunch of like sustainable, ethical brands. I don't buy from them all the time, but it's just like a list of options to have so that I'm not just like, okay, let me go to Zara, you know. The next thing I have is the list of the names I love. I'm literally not having babies for so long, but I just have like a list of names that I really, really love. Personal is personal, just like some personal info that I need to keep track of. Tattoos, literally I'm just tracking like the date I got that tattoo and like which artist I got it from, because a lot of the times people ask me like, where did you get this tattoo? And I just will not remember, and I feel like my plan is to get a lot more tattoos, and I feel like the more I get, the more I'm gonna forget where they're all from and like when I got them. So I have a list in order of like all the tattoos I got and who did them, what date it was. It's just a lot easier this way. Then I have some quotes. It's literally just a list of quotes. The next thing we have is birthdays. I love this page so much because basically I really like, okay, I wouldn't like bet my life on astrology, but I really am interested in it. It's so interesting to me. Like even if it's not true, it's just fun to follow. As soon as I put a person's birthday, it automatically tells me what zodiac sign they are and like what type of zodiac sign they are. Like, are they a fire sign, an earth sign? And it tells me their current age and when is their next birthday and what age they're gonna be on the next birthday. The formulas are so long. You can just get them on my templates because they're very, very long. And yeah, that is it for this column. Then we have this gift. We have routines, which is basically just like a list of like my morning routine, my night routine. I don't want to click into it because I want to make it a video of its own, but I'm currently working on them, so I'm trying to like set habits with them, trying to do them every day. But it's basically just like a list, not list, like it's just my morning routine and my night routine, because even though you might do something every single day, sometimes you just need a reminder like, oh, what should I do next? It's not very strict, like I don't have to do it like minute by minute every single day, but it's just like a rough idea, like this is what I want to do each morning. And then we have a daily checklist. I don't do this every day, but sometimes I forget, like I have so many things to track. I have a to-do list, a habit tracker, a meal tracker. As the day goes on, I'm like, okay, I've updated my habit tracker today, I've updated my meals, I did a journal entry. It's just there to make sure I remember about all of my trackers. So now we're moving on to my workspace, and the first thing you're gonna see is content creation. So this has a lot of random things. I'm not gonna click into a lot of them because a lot of them are very personal. Video ideas is literally just a boring list of video ideas that I want to do. Sponsor details, if I ever work with a sponsor, I could just see like this sponsor pays through this app, or like I've worked with this person this many times. It's just like random things I would need to know about a sponsor I'm working with. Emails is a bunch of like email templates that I made for myself if I'm reaching out to a company, or if I'm replying to a company, like saying no to their offer, or if I'm saying yes. It's just like a rough template that I made for myself because it just makes everything 20 times easier. I don't have to write the same email 50 times a day. And then we have a little media kit. I don't really need a proper media kit because I'm working with an agency and they're currently building one for me, but if I ever still want to work with a brand on my own, my media kit just kind of has my analytics, it has my rates for the videos, it has like a list of my previous sponsors. It's kind of like your YouTuber portfolio. You kind of need one. If you're a YouTuber and you're trying to work with new brands, you should work on doing a media kit. The next thing I have is thematic music. Basically, I used to use this website called Thematic for music for free, and I would just like track how many songs I would use in each video. So for example, this song called Cold Sweat, I've used it in 5 different videos. So in my head, I'm like, I should delete that song. I shouldn't use it anymore. Like I used that song in 5 different videos. It could have literally been somewhere in the background where you hardly hear it, but like that's a lot. I don't do this anymore because I use a different website. I use Epidemic Sound now, which is not for free, but it's really good. So I don't use this. I just have it here in case I ever want to do this with Epidemic Music, because if I ever want to do this with Epidemic Music, I would use the same layout. I would just like obviously change the names of the songs and stuff. Then I have inspiration, so I don't know, if I ever see like a little editing element that someone did, or like a video idea that I really like the idea but I want to put my own twist on it. Potential partnerships is partnerships that like I want to work with in the future but like not yet, or like people that have reached out to me and I didn't want to work with them in that moment but I still want to work with them. Like there was this company that was basically selling like standing tables, and I am obsessed with standing tables. Like I don't know why, I really want one, but I could not work with them because I lived in student accommodation. I had no space to put a standing desk. You don't really buy your own furniture in student accommodation, so I said no to them. But I do want to work with them in the future because I would love to review their standing table. And then editors and the growing souls, I'm not really using them. They're things I used more in the past, but yeah. So podcast is just the place where I keep track of like what episodes I'm recording, like when, what I'm going to be talking about, whether I've recorded it or not, whether I've edited it, stuff like that. Then I have Skillshare class, so like I've been planning a lot of Skillshare classes recently and that's where they're being planned. Reels, also like just reels ideas that I'm doing. Project is a secret project. I literally just named it project because I don't want anyone to know what it's about. And templates is the page where you're gonna see all the templates that I'm sharing today. And then these are just some random cameras that I want to look into because I'm happy with the cameras I have right now, but like there's always room for improvement, and I bought a new camera recently and it is really good, but it's not mind-blowing, so I want to look into these ones as well. Also, it's really good business expense. And then we have UniHub. So in UniHub I basically have all of my modules from year 1, and for each module when you click into it you'll basically just see like every week rundown, like just notes I took from that week. So I'm gonna be doing the same thing for year 2. I changed it around a little bit, so whenever I have a new module I just press new module, and then each week I basically have space from my notes, things I want to research that week, and a little checklist like will I make flashcards for it, do I have to do extra reading, stuff like that. That's just gonna be how I'm tracking like my notes for that year. Next we have notebooks. I don't use this a lot. This is just like whenever I want to write down info on something. So say for example, recently I was just like researching different like hatha yoga poses, and like where else am I gonna write this down? Like there's no other place. So notebooks is the place. Also, if there was some articles I wanted to take notes on from like Harvard Business Review, I would do it here. Yeah, it's just the place to take random notes down. I don't use this a lot, but it is really useful for whenever I need it. The next thing I have is the goals page. I have so many goals pages. You're gonna look at it and be like, Anna, you're crazy. But I'm gonna quickly explain each one. So 2021 goals. I'm just literally gonna look back at this at the end of 2021. I made a whole video on this if you want to watch it. I won't lie, a lot of them have changed, but it is all right. Then we have our summer plan, which is just like in the beginning when I was planning my summer, I just wrote down a bunch of random things I wanted to go through. This is a very unorganized page. I later organized it into my summer goals, which I made into a video also, and they have another page, so I'm going to show you that in a second. Life goals, I'm not going to open this, but it's just like literally just like things I want to achieve in life. Like there's so many, just like random things, like I want to take up horse riding, I want to learn how to play the violin, like literally just like goals for my whole life, like things I don't need to do right now. Like I don't care about horse riding right now, but like eventually I want to get to a point in my life where I'm just doing like horse riding like once a week, like just for fun. Random goals is just goals that are like too small to put in life goals, but they're just very random, like reach this speed of typing. Goal tracker, I had this page in my last Notion tour. I just really like the layout of this page. I know it doesn't look like much right now because it doesn't have a lot of goals in it because I use my other goal tracker more. Yeah, basically you make a new goal, you put whether it's a new goal in progress, if it's on hold, and then within this page you can just work, like you can just write down how you're working on that goal, what you've been doing, and your progress. It's a very random small goal, but I really like the layout of the page. I also included this page in the templates because I don't use it, but I really like it. So, and then the next thing I have is summer goals. So this is the page I use to track my summer goals. Prepare, a lot of them are gonna have a red cross sign because, as I said, the last week or two I've literally been doing nothing for myself. I've just been like packing, preparing, moving. So I have all of my goals here. They have like a little checklist of their own. The next thing I have is video schedule. So I'm gonna scroll down to videos that I've already posted before because I don't want to show you guys the upcoming videos, but basically this is kind of what the tracker video schedule thing looks like. So we have the number of the video title, the status. So status could be if it's an idea, research, ready to film, blah 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 blah, date I filmed it, date it was published, what kind of video it is, and then I have like a check thing for when I finished the video, the number of subscribers I had at the time of uploading it, the thumbnail, the URL, and then I even have a little checklist for whether that video reached over 100,000 views and whether that video had a sponsor. Just like a lot of information, but it's really useful, and I've been using this for about a year. Literally I have it for like most of my videos. Then we have languages, which is literally just like where I take notes. Sometimes I don't always take notes here, so like for Italian I haven't made a page for it, but when I was learning French I had some random like vocab words here. So yeah, I just wanted to make a separate place for it because I don't know, I want to learn a lot of languages, so I just have like notes here. Then career, this is fully from Unjaded Jade's video, so if you guys want to watch her Notion video, make sure to check it out. I haven't used these, but I do have them saved for future because I do think they're really good ideas. I haven't had any work experience, I haven't applied for any jobs, I haven't really met any like networking people in terms of like computer science jobs, so I haven't really needed to use this, but it's here in case I need it in the future. But yeah, this is fully made like by Unjaded Jade. I did not make this, but it's really good. I wanted to keep it. And then we have a page called Coding Practice. It's literally just some websites where I can practice coding because sometimes I'm just like, I am forgetting, not really forgetting, but I just need to practice this language a little bit more and I'm starting to forget a little bit of it. Where can I practice? So here I just have like a bunch of things I want to complete. Like I want to practice all like the Java exercises on this website, and I want to try out this project, and basically it has a lot of different things that I want to do to practice. So yeah, that is it from my Notion. Literally, it doesn't seem like a lot because it all comes down on one page. I do not have any extra pages. All the pages that I have are on this board. So yeah, that is it for the tour. I am literally dying inside. It's 33 degrees in Latvia. But hope you enjoyed the Notion tour. Remember, if you want to get any of the templates, make sure to go on my Skillshare class. It will be fully for free if you use the link. You will have to sign up, but you literally just like cancel your membership as soon as you watch it, and you won't be charged anything because you have a month for free. Yeah, also I have like a beginner's Notion tour if you want to use that as well. And I am gonna go melt. Hope you guys have a great day. I hope you enjoyed the Notion tour, and I love you guys, and I'll see you guys next time.